All right, thank you for coming. I'm Terrence Morash. I am Shutterstock's creative director, and today I have been told it's going to be very short. We only have 80 slides to get to, 5 minutes. So first up, I want to talk about our 2017 Creative Trends project. So most of you know Shutterstock for the images, the footage, the music that we provide to our customers to empower creative projects around the world. But because of that, we are also quite a data company. You can imagine how much data we have coming through our site. Just for an example, 150 million images are on Shutterstock, and that's not counting the video clips, the music tracks, and everything else that goes with it. As well, 5.5 images downloaded per second, and billions of searches all the time. This is a ton of information, a ton of data for us to parse and have some fun with. Because for us, we're really always trying to find new ways that we can support our customers. And that's where something like this Creative Trends report came about, is how do we take this information and be able to forecast what's going to be interesting, cool, trendy in the coming year for creativity. You can imagine a lot of this data is coming from agencies, corporations. People are doing work months in advance. So for us, at this point in the year, here in September, it's really interesting to start seeing what is coming to life in the wild. So I won't get into full details because we are speed dating, but this was just one section where we talked about some of the high-level global trends. Yes, emojis are back, but I'm not going to talk about emojis. The section I actually wanted to talk about was glitch. So what is glitch? Glitch is sort of when technology starts breaking down, right? It's no surprise that we're all talking about this, but what happens when you have that misregistration of the CMYK or the RGB, a missing pixel or static on a screen? And we really started to see this trend coming out last year through our data. And all year long, I've been looking for people using it. It's become kind of a fun game. Starting with the end of 2016, you started seeing companies like New York Times incorporating glitch into their New York Times Magazine covers. Or Ghost in the Shell. You know, all the promotional materials for this film really took full advantage of the glitch as a trend. You really start seeing how designers are pulling it in to show that visual texture as well as to kind of map back to whatever the theme of this film was in this case. Or again, like I said, it's a fun game. When you're out shopping with your 12-year-old daughter at Forever 21, you look up, and there it is, glitch, right? This misregistration of CMYK, this kind of fracturing of a hand. It's really interesting to see this stuff coming about. Now you're going to be seeing it everywhere you go as well. Fortune magazine spread. Netflix, House of Cards, right? We already saw the New York Times declared Netflix destroyed the way we watch TV. Now they're stealing glitch as well from the New York Times. Or even actually, you start seeing it blend into other creative industries as well. So fashion has actually been one of the first to really kind of pull in glitch into textiles. You see here scarves on the left or into a sweater. Kind of a little bit of chaos, but at the same time, visually attractive, very interesting. And then, of course, coming out soon, Glitch, the new Adidas line of sneakers. So using these same patterns to provide a very interesting and unique look at footwear. This is going to be an exclusive collection coming out in October, I think, so the sneakerati out there can keep an eye out for it. All right, so those are the creative trends. I was also asked to talk about a project that I am in love with right now. So the Sfmoma Rebrand. I don't know if any of you have seen this. But just beautiful, right? So at Shutterstock, one of the things we do, we're also working on sort of refreshing our brand. And as a red brand, it's certainly, we're always looking for examples of people who are using red. Sfmoma's really nailed it, right? This really kind of beautiful system that is flexible enough that they can adapt it to no matter what they're putting, whether it's experiential experience or business identity. It's really pretty brilliant. You start to see patterns that they've pulled in that reference the environment in which they're in. You can imagine the fog of San Francisco sort of undulating over itself. And you see this carried through in a lot of their different elements. Just absolutely beautiful. Such a smart system. Definitely jealous. And I love work that makes me jealous. All right, I'll wrap this up because I know there's so much more to see. But what's next for us? Now, before you judge, right? Going back to data. Again, at Shutterstock, we're always looking at data. How do we better serve our customers? And for us, as some of you may know, we launched a tool called Shutterstock Editor a year or so ago. And as we saw people starting to use the tool, we started to identify needs that we hadn't foreseen. Ebook covers became a huge use of our Shutterstock Editor. A lot of people are self-publishing books, putting them on Amazon, and everybody was using our tool to create these. So lo and behold, we've started making templates that really help to serve those customers, including romance novels. So that's it. Thank you. I could take one question because I know we don't have any time. Anything? All right, good. Thank you very much.